Tonight's headlines are brought to you in part by Coldwell Energy and McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Lemus. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Senators take on day one of the first ever impeachment trial in the Marianas. Also tonight, a man is held behind bars with no posting of bail. And one lawmaker pushes for protection of the LGBT community. In sports, we learn more about the Taekwondo art. Stay with us, we have these stories and more next.
I have a phone. I have no TV. Ooh, TV on phone. I have a tablet. I have no TV. Ooh, TV on tab. I have a TV. I have a stick. Ooh, TV on stick. I want my streaming. I want my TV. Ooh, streaming TV.
Time to put down the sweet, lace up your sneakers, and hit the pavement. Join MVA, Governor Torres, Fit to Lead, CNMI, Tourism Month 5K Fun Run, May 14th, 6:30 a.m. on Beach Road. Participants will receive a free t-shirt. And are you ready to raffle? Stick around for raffles too. Register today at Marianas Visitors Authority Office, CNMI Office of the Governor, online at the MVA site. Marianas, it's time. We come together to get fit to lead. Proceeds will benefit Diabetes Coalition and Run SIPAC, sponsored by MVA, Office of the Governor, Tan Soo Lin Foundation. Fit to lead.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the Wami and good evening, Commonwealth. It's Friday the 13th here in the Commonwealth and a very historic day as well. The first ever impeachment trial for a sitting governor took place this morning. Senators sat as a jury this morning while the governor's legal counsel presented their case along with 5 witnesses and a number of evidences. Questions about a fair trial continue to wander as no prosecutors or records were allowed. Let's take a look at today's proceedings.
I hope that through this process, you realize that there is two sides of every story, and today and starting today, you hear my side of the story, and we look forward to clearing this, and we just move forward.
Governor Ralph Torres leaves this message to the community just hours before his impeachment trial began. Torres is the second governor in the Commonwealth to be impeached, but the first to ever reach trial. This morning, his legal counsels, Anthony Uggan, along with Gil Burnbridge, represented him before the jury, calling 5 witnesses to the stand. Epri Cabrera was called first. Cabrera is the current grants administrator under the Office of the Governor, and he also served on a travel committee that was tasked to draft new travel regulations for government officials. Cabrera states the first draft of travel regulations were written in 2017.
When we drafted the regulations, first-class travel was inserted inside for the governor and lieutenant governor.
Why did the committee do that?
As the governor and the lieutenant governor, the head of state, we felt that it is best for the best interest of the government that these two individuals are well rested before they head to any meetings in DC or abroad, because they represent the state, and it's very important when they go to these meetings, and they should be well rested. It was consensus by the committee that they should receive first-class travel status.
So after you did a first draft of the regulations, did it ever undergo legal review at that time?
Yes, it did.
Who reviewed that? Do you remember?
Yes, the Attorney General, Mr. Edward Mangusan, received a copy via email.
And did he ever mention anything about the provisions allowing for first-class travel?
No, he didn't.
Legal counsel again argued that the committee believed it was in the best interest of the governor and lieutenant governor to travel first class, and that the AG did not oppose the first class travel policy. The second witness called to the stand was Chief Investigator of the Attorney General's Office, Lawrence Pangilinan, who testified he was tasked to look into the governor's travel history. Pangilinan stated he not only looked into the governor's travel, but other officials as well. Pangilinan says he found first-class travel from former AG Joey San Nicolas, AG Edward Manibusan, and Lieutenant Governor Arnold Palacios.
As you can see, and as you will hear Mr. Pangilinan testify, Governor Torres wasn't the only one traveling first class at this time. Current and former AGs traveled during this time, first class, which just brings me back to my point with Mr. Epi Cabrera. There's huge confusion on whether or not anyone could travel first class at this time. The AG himself was confused.
The third witness, CUC Executive Director Gary Camacho, testified on the alleged water and power accounts of Governor Torres. His statement very similar to the first testimony before the House JGO.
In your opinion, did Governor Torres commit theft of utility services as alleged?
No, not with CUC at all.
And this testimony that you're giving today, it's consistent with the testimony you gave at the JGO, correct?
That's absolutely correct.
The other two witnesses were Glenna Palacios and Priscilla E. Jacopo. The Senate will resume trial on Monday, 10 a.m. No bail for the suspect accused in a deadly stabbing at the Paseo de Marianas in Garpan. 49-year-old Wang Wu-Yi-Jen is being held without bail after he stabbed two of his friends and killed one of them. Wu-Yi-Jen is facing the charges of murder, attempted murder, and assault and battery with a deadly weapon. The police report indicates that the suspect and victims all know each other. According to court documents, a group of men were walking home after a night out drinking at the Garpan Kiss Bar. A fight then broke out when they met Rui Jiang along the way. It was immediately broken up, but one of the victims, who was punched in the face, was still mad. Another fight occurred. This time, Rui Jiang pulled out a knife and stabbed the two victims. Rui Jiang was held back and the police were called. Rui Jiang's preliminary hearing is set for May 24th. Lawmakers begin the budget process up on Capitol Hill. A series of budget hearings have been set throughout the month of May and early parts of June. Donald Maglonia chairs the House Committee on Ways and Means and states hearings will be kicked off with agencies who weren't able to present their budget proposal last year, including other agencies who got the biggest cuts.
We understand that the operations will suffer, but we want to ensure that personnel and the people that were furloughed last fiscal year are kept this fiscal year.
The medical referral program was transferred back to CHCC last year. CEO Esther Muñoz stated then that not only would the hospital gain the program's deficit, but it would be another mountain to climb. Manglonia states one of this year's priority will be the hospital.
As we've known from past fiscal years, that the medical referral has always been underfunded, and so we want to ensure that with CHCC now taking over the medical referral, that we try as much as possible to assist CHCC with additional funds.
The proposed budget for fiscal year 2023 is similar to last year's figure, which is about $101 million, minus the 25% reserved for PSS. ARPA funds will also be added to the proposed budget.
In addition to that, the roughly $16 million from ARPA will be used to cover the shortfall in personnel to keep all employees on board.
The hearings began on Thursday with the CNMI Department of Commerce and the Department of Public Works. The Finance Department are still working out the kinks of the initial local stimulus before the rollout of the second. Governor Torres has not yet disclosed how much the second local stimulus will be or when we can expect it, but he does shed light on what they are currently working on.
So what we're doing, just to let everybody know, that we are closing the books on the first stimulus, meaning some of us spend everything. Some of us has $1 left in the account. Some have $2, some $3, some have more. And so we need to close that account, close that books, take that leftover that is unspent, and then add it to the available account. I know that I've had some calls that they just recently received it, and it's already had different challenges. Some are asking if they can extend it because they didn't know that there's an expiration date. Again, the stimulus card is meant for you to spend the money, not to save it. It is yours. It is yours to spend. It doesn't gain interest, and so there is deadline to use these cards.
The Torres administration is still leaning towards debit cards for the second stimulus. A bill that proposes a $500 stimulus in cash still sits on the governor's desk, as well as the resolution that is requesting for a $500 gas voucher. Two bills advocating equal rights and protection for the LGBTQ community is ready for the House's vote.
There's a long tradition in the Marianas and in Pacific Island cultures of respecting and loving one another and embracing gender diversity, but our policies don't reflect that. And so that's one of the problems that we're seeking to change.
According to Representative Tina Sablon, the CNMI ranks the lowest in the whole country in terms of policies that protect the LGBTQ community. Two bills that advance gender equality and promote health, safety, and well-being of the LGBTQ people in the Marianas now goes to the House for a vote.
So the first bill, House Bill 2286, is to amend the CNMI's Vital Statistics Act to make it easier for transgender individuals in the Commonwealth to match the gender markers on their birth certificates to their gender identities.
Current law only allows transgender individuals to make changes on their birth certificates if they can provide proof of gender reassignment surgery or if there is a court order.
And what this bill does, in addition to easing that process, is it also establishes stronger privacy protections for people who do seek to change the gender markers on their birth certificates.
The second bill is named the CNMI Equality Act, which provides that no person shall be denied the equal protection of laws or enjoyment of civil rights.
Right now, there is no law that explicitly prohibits discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity in the CNMI, and this bill seeks to correct that. So it would guarantee equal protections of the laws and enjoyment of civil rights to all people, and to protect against discrimination on the basis of sex, gender identity, and sexual orientation.
Sablan says these bills are products of concerns expressed by the LGBTQ community who say current policies of protection are behind.
We heard testimonies from the LGBTQ community, from educators, from people with the Domestic Violence Coalition, just urging for policies that are more affirming of the LGBTQ members of our community, more supportive. What we really are pushing for are policies that ultimately reflect the cultural values of the islands.
According to Sablan, the committee received no objections from agencies in the CNMI as well from the public. There was also a petition for support signed by 500 community members. The two bills will be presented to the House of Representatives at the next session in Rota, scheduled for Wednesday, May 25. All right, coming up, we meet a star athlete that will be playing in the upcoming mini-games. Stay tuned.
I have a phone. I have no TV. Ooh, TV on phone. Get live TV on your phone or any device with DTV Plus from Docomo Pacific. Watch live channels or stream from your favorite apps on any device, all from your home Wi-Fi. No cable lines, no hassle, more savings. All for only $35 a month with your Link bundle. DTV Plus, your cable TV on Wi-Fi. Ooh, TV on phone.
Opioids are commonly prescribed drugs. They can help ease short-term pain after surgery, an accident, or illness. Common brand names include Vicodin, Demerol, OxyContin, and Percocet. Opioids can be very addictive, and they can actually change how your brain works. Opioid misuse can lead to death. If you are prescribed an opioid medication, talk to your doctor. Always take exactly as directed, never take higher doses, keep your medication secure, and safely dispose of unused or expired medication. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Northern Marianas, rise up to the challenge! June 17th through June 25th, the Northern Marianas will be hosting the NM Pacific Mini Games 2022. Athletics, badminton, baseball, beach volleyball, golf, tennis, triathlon, ba'a, and weightlifting. Visit northernmarianas2022.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you to our sponsors, Joten Dadai Foundation, T Galleria, Tansu Lin Foundation, Elin Group, Northern Marianas College, IT&E, MarPac, Docomo Pacific, McDonald's of Saipan, Mobile Out Micronesia, Bank of Guam, Triple J, and more.
The Tan Su Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. It's trivia time, so listen up and win some prizes.
May is Tourism Month in the Marianas, and KSPN is partnering with MVA for Tourism Trivia. You can email in your correct answer to tonight's question and qualify to win a super duper custom You Can Be Proud of tourism t-shirt and gift certificate if you get this next question correct and tell us something cool. Question: approximately how many visitors came to the NMI in March of 2022? Was it A, 400, B, 4,000, C, 10,000, or D, 22,000? Email in your correct answer to me, Chris, at kspn2.com. Include a bonus answer, and this will help us decide between ties for first. In 50 words or less, what is your favorite thing about the Marianas? Remember, tourism is everybody's business. Follow MVA on Instagram at the Marianas.
All right, if you got the answer to that question, be sure to email your answer in. Tennis will be a big part of the NMI Games with a mixture of veteran leadership and up-and-comers. Our Chris Nelson has a profile tonight on a homegrown player who looks to her dad for inspiration.
My name is Hajan Irene Elliott, and I'll be playing tennis.
This CNMI junior grew up playing tennis on the island of Saipan.
I'm proud to represent the CNMI, so I'm really proud that it's here because my first games.
Her dad, originally a sports instructor at Pacific Islands Club before leaving to start his own business.
My dad, he was a tennis coach at PIC, and so I think he was the one that got me interested in the first place. And so I started competing at an early age, and then that probably helped me train for over the years to get at this level to be able to compete at the Pacific Mini Games.
Hey, Jen is still improving and feels like her best tennis is in front of her. The teenager talks about her game.
I definitely need to be more aggressive at the net, go up more, try to take the point out early, and also improve my serve so they can become stronger. I'm mostly good at my backhand, so it's one of my strongest assets during a game. And then my serves are definitely, I'm trying to improve, but I think it is one of my strongest also.
Who inspires you?
I think my dad. He really encourages me to try new things, go for the Micronesian Games or go for the mini games, just try it out, just go for it.
Mini Games Tennis, June 17th to June 25th at the American Memorial Park Tennis Courts.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere because we have more sports up next.
I have no TV. Ooh, TV on Tab. Get live TV on your tablet or any device with DTV Plus from Docomo Pacific. Watch live channels or stream from your favorite apps on any device, all from your home Wi-Fi. No cable lines, no hassle, more savings. All for only $35 a month with your Link Bundle. DTV Plus, your cable TV on Wi-Fi. Ooh, TV on Tab.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They are an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
Time to put down the sweet, lace up your sneakers, and hit the pavement. Join MVA, Governor Torres, Fit to Lead, CNMI Tourism Month 5K Fun Run, May 14th, 6:30 a.m. on Beach Road. Participants will receive a free t-shirt. And are you ready to raffle? Stick around around for raffles too. Register today at Marianas Visitors Authority Office, CNMI Office of the Governor, or online at the MVA site. Marianas, it's time. We come together to get fit to lead. Proceeds will benefit Diabetes Coalition and Run SIPAC, sponsored by MVA, Office of the Governor, Tan Su Lin Foundation. Fit to lead.
I have a phone. I have no TV. Ooh, TV on phone. Get live TV on your phone or any device with DTV Plus from Docomo Pacific. Watch live channels or stream from your favorite apps on any device, all from your home Wi-Fi. No cable lines, no hassle, more savings. All for only $35 a month with your link bundle. DTV Plus, your cable TV on Wi-Fi. Ooh, TV on phone.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
Taekwondo is a lifelong journey, and these young athletes are determined to reach their best. There may be people that have more talent than you, but there's no excuse for anyone to do work harder than you do. A quote by Derek Jeter.
Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation.
Our young star for tonight is an 11th grader from Marianas High School, and her name is Katie Choi.
I'm Katie Choi. I'm a second-degree black belt and junior in Marianas High School.
Choi has been doing Taekwondo for over 8 years now.
For about 8 years. Yes. I'm about to earn my third-degree black belt next month.
According to her, Taekwondo is more on self-defense.
Taekwondo is about defense. We don't attack anyone, we just do defense. We learn self-defense, and that's basically the whole point of Taekwondo, to defend yourself.
Helping the weak is also one of the objectives in Taekwondo.
Okay, so other than self-defense, as we can see over there, the purpose of Taekwondo, it's to help the weak. We gain courage. So we also learn this in Taekwondo. If someone's like on the ground, we learn how to like lift them up and like say words of courage.
Choi also likes to play other sports like tennis, but she is more serious in Taekwondo.
I play tennis, and that's the only sport I play.
So if you were to choose between tennis and Taekwondo?
Of course Taekwondo, because I spend way more time in Taekwondo. I spend about 2 hours each day, and even the weekends, I come here to the dojang and practice Taekwondo.
She encourages other people to try Taekwondo.
To try Taekwondo, it's best if you make your priority as Taekwondo. Because if you make your priority as Taekwondo, it's better than just studying, because we learn moral stuff, we learn self-defense, and if we walk outside in the dark, we don't get scared because we know how to self-defense ourselves. We know how to walk around.
Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass, and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
make you an offer you can't refuse. Bring your friends in for the best night out at Godfather'S Bar in Garabin. Sing along to your favorite hits with live music from the Gigolos. Godfather's has daily food and drink specials, like Taco Tuesdays. The best pizza on island every day of the week. Located on Palm Street in Garabin. Everybody is family at Godfather'S Bar. Bada bing, bada boom.
And for tonight's weather report, mostly sunny, east wind 10 to 13 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with isolated showers, east wind 7 to 10 miles per hour. High 88, low 80, a 72% humidity. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, east-northeast wind 8 to 11 miles per hour and a high 88. Low 80 marine forecast, mainly gentle trade winds will continue through the middle of next week. Combined seas of 4 to 6 feet will slowly diminish to between 3 and 5 feet by tonight. In east wind 10 to 15 knots, wind waves 2 to 3 feet, east swell 3 to 5 feet. The sunrise will be at 5:49 a.m., high tide 5:51 p.m., low tide 11:38 p.m., and the sunset will be at 6:37 p.m. There you go. That is your Friday edition of the news, sports, and weather. As always, we thank you so much for watching the Channel 2 News. We hope you have a good night and a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.